guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video is a little bit different. We are talking about The Sims 4 Discover University, I believe is what it's officially called. So today I woke up and just like any other day, because I wake up late when announcements happen, I found out that The Sims have officially announced that there is going to be, in fact, a university expansion pack. Now, did we already know this? Yes, because there's so many leaks and everything, and I've been trying to avoid leaks, and there was a leak, I think, on the 18th or the 19th that happened, and literally there's like key features and everything, and I've been trying to avoid reading those because I just want to be able to get excited for the pack on my own. But I did see some of the stuff. People are quote tweeting the key features, exposing what's in it. I did see the render and everything like that, but I've been trying to not peek in too deep because I just want to be able to experience it and enjoy it on my own, if that makes sense. So this is the gift that they showed over on The Sims Twitter. So it says, the feeling when the essays was as easy as riding a bike. Now, if you guys don't already know this from the key features, so in the tweet they wrote riding a bike, and in the key features, it was apparently announced that there is a bike. I saw multiple people quote tweet talking about bikes, that we're getting bikes. So it looks like that's what we're getting. I'm interested to see how that's gonna work. I'm assuming it's gonna be kind of like brooms in Realm of Magic, where you can kind of drive it around, or if you teleport, or I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It'd be really cool to see if it was like Sims 3 University, where you could actually see your sim riding their bike around and stuff. I'd love to see kind of like the Magic Realm type of place where you can actually travel between these areas. I feel like that it would make more sense that way though, because if you're traveling on campus, going from, you know, maybe the buildings that you have classes in to the dorms or whatever it is, I feel like it would just make sense if it was, considering we are getting some sort of mobility in this pack. So I would assume that there would have to be some sort of open world aspect to it. Obviously not like fully open world or anything, but something kind of like the Magic Realm is what I'm getting at. Now, continuing to look at this GIF, we can obviously see that there is a new laptop, and I'm saying that because there are stickers on it and no other laptops have that, and there's a mascot on it for the university. So there's that, obviously a new sweatshirt, hair, and I noticed that the chair that she's sitting in kind of reminds me of the Sims 2 IKEA stuff pack chair, and then the bookcase to her left also looks very much IKEA-like. So maybe the furniture might be inspired by IKEA, because if it is, I'd be so dang happy, because IKEA is very simple and a lot of the furniture is pretty modern-esque. At least like the stuff that I've gotten from IKEA definitely looks very modern and I love it. So it would be really nice to see kind of maybe a conjoined pack in a way where you get the IKEA stuff but also university, and it would really make sense as well because people who are going to university are on a budget, and if they're getting an apartment or whatever it is, they look to IKEA for furniture. One thing I would absolutely love to see though is bunk beds. We didn't get them in Parenthood, which would have been, I think, a perfect place to get them, but they could still definitely add them here in this pack. And what was that bed that they had in The Sims 3? The one that closes? What is that called? The one that like you can pull out from the wall and then put it back up? What is that called? Oh, it's called a Murphy bed. I'd love to see those again because, I don't know, they were very interesting. I didn't get to play with The Sims 3 University all that much. I think I've mentioned this in the past, or at least on stream or whatever, but I never really got to experience it too much. I mean, I experienced it over on stream for the first time, like officially, and so yeah, I'd love to see those beds back. This is kind of more of a discussion video now that I think about it, but it's okay. I wanted to talk about university myself anyways. That is pretty much all I see here though, as far as like new stuff. I mean, obviously there's probably a new bed there. It kind of looks like, this is just a guess. Obviously I can't see the bed very well here, but it looks like it could possibly have drawers that get pulled out from underneath, because a lot of university beds do have that. I mean, not every university bed, it just depends. But it'd be really cool to see kind of a bed that's part dresser, part bed, because we haven't had that I don't think in any version of The Sim that I recall. Will that happen? I don't know. Now, continuing on with this whole tweet, so they also provided a link. So when you click on the link, it takes you to a YouTube video. Well, that doesn't premiere for another 21 hours. So it is in fact going to be the trailer for The Sims 4 University or Discover University. I don't know if it's officially called Discover University. They didn't write anywhere what it's actually called. It could be that. I don't know. It just, the title just says we love the school spirit in the air. So who knows? It's probably going to be Discover University considering the leaks have said that, but I guess we'll have to see. The image that they put for their trailer video is basically like 2 universities. They have 2 mascots, and I know that there's 2 universities because some game changers were getting acceptance letters, which I was really confused about at first because my friend texted me asking me if I got an acceptance letter, and I was like, what? And I didn't know what was going on, and then I went on Twitter, and then it made sense. So there's 2 universities. I think one's called Brightchester, and then there's Foxbury, I believe. So I'm assuming Brightchester is on the left and then Foxbury is on the right, just based off of the acceptance letters and the color themes that I saw. We have a dragon, and then we have a lobster? That's a lobster, right? It looks like we have, I think, 3 new hairs. Basically, the people in Brightchester, the dude with the like little man bun thing, it looks like we've had a hair like that before, but I believe it's new. Then the 2 pigtails that the girl's wearing, and then there's that short little hair with the side braid. I don't know, I think it's really cute, and I thought that was Sean in the back, but I don't think that's him. I'm genuinely excited to see what this pack is going to entail, but I guess we'll find out more tomorrow, so you guys will see a trailer video from me tomorrow. I just hope that it kind of brings in the Sims 2 University and the Sims 3 University. It kind of makes it a nice like combination, because I believe that the Sims 2 University is probably my favorite as far as like playing it. Sims 3 definitely had a lot of interesting things, and since we're on the topic of university and the Sims 3 and the Sims 2, I kind of compiled a wish list of what I'd like to see in the Sims 4 University. So first thing definitely being roommates. I think it'd be really cool if that was incorporated, so it wouldn't just be in university, but if you finish university and moved on into the city, for example, you could potentially get yourself a roommate there. So like a whole roommate system would be really nice to be included. Another thing is Greek life. I think it'd be so fun to bring back sororities and fraternities, and then in that case you could also have like the frat parties or the sorority parties. Then you could have your juice keggers there and whatever. I think it'd be fun to incorporate that for sure. And then in that case you could also live in the fraternity slash sorority houses as well. And then obviously I would love to see dorms back, which I'm assuming we'll get back, and then possibly other residential buildings. Next thing would definitely be like some sort of clubs that your Sims could be a part of, or like the social groups that we had in the Sims 3. Now I don't think that they would add that necessarily as like actual clubs that require like get together, because then people would need to have get together and university for that to work. But if they had just like clubs that your Sims could go to and have get-togethers and activities, which, I mean, I guess it would make sense for it to be a part of get-together. I mean, you could potentially just do that with the get-together pack, which I'm assuming is what will be the case, and you won't be actually getting any sort of clubs. But it'd be kind of nice to see social groups that we had in The Sims 3, which were nerds, rebels, jocks, which kind of brings me to my next point, is if there was some sort of sports that would be included into the pack. Now that we saw that we're getting mascots, which, I mean, it makes sense that schools have their own mascot, but how much more fitting would it be if there were some sort of sport events or other things that you could be into? So like if you had football or cheerleading, baseball, basketball, soccer, those type of sports that you can then go to events or actually play them and have that be your hobby that you go ahead and do. I mean, I feel like hobbies would be something that I would love to see be included in The Sims. So if they were to be able to include like a sport or 2 in this pack, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. And then of course I'd love to see new careers now. Whether these careers could be based off of the majors that your Sims can be studying, I don't know. But oh my gosh, the one thing that I would love to see back is some sort of teaching career, whether it's you being a professor or like a elementary school teacher or a high school teacher, some sort of teacher in this game. If you could have your Sim become a professor and just teach at the university instead of having your Sim actually go to university to be a student, I think that would be another little like twist. Now, when it comes to actually being in university, I would love for students to actually be able to go in and learn rather than it being a rabbit hole. I definitely would love to see you being in the lectures, you being present, rather than you just kind of going into a building and waiting for your Sim to get out, like kind of like how high school is and elementary school is. I don't want that. I want to be able to go with my Sims to school and be able to learn. So I mentioned majors just a bit ago, and I was kind of looking at the Sims 2 majors and the Sims 3 majors to see what we had. And the Sims 2 had a more significant amount of majors than the Sims 3 did. So Sims 2 had mathematics, philosophy, physics, political science, psychology, art, biology, drama, economics, history, and literature. And the Sims 3 had communications, business, science and medicine, technology, physical education, and fine arts. So now, I feel like the Sims 3 kind of shortened it a little bit, but they're still very good majors. I'd like to see maybe kind of like a combination of these to include a little bit more, or if not, other majors that we didn't see in these two games. I'd be kind of interesting to see a little bit more. And then of course I would love to see some new traits and aspirations. I think we're in dire need of a lot more traits for our Sims. That's just coming from my standpoint. I feel like the traits that we have don't necessarily shape our Sims fully, and I'd like to be able to, for one, be able to pick more than 3 traits. It'd be nice to see if as we get older we're able to acquire more traits, because I mean, as you're getting older you're learning more about yourself and everything, so I think that would be a really nice addition in the future possibly, because I'd like to be able to shape my Sims more than what they are already. Another thing that I was thinking about is I'd like to have like this world wherever we are, the university world, make this be a college life or university life fully, where we have hangout spots for our university Sims and I don't know, like dining halls and just in general places that they can go and just hang out or have nice libraries to study. I just hope that this is going to be like a college place, like a college environment where things are a little bit discounted. You can use a discount. Oh my gosh, yes, student discounts. That should be a thing when you're buying things. Just little things. Like I was looking into The Sims 2 and then we got a drum set. We also had pranks and pillow fights that you could do. And then I also noticed in The Sims 3, there was a thing called Sim Finder, which helps Sims to easily find unmet Sims. So what if this was the chance for them to bring back online dating or some sort of social network that could connect these college Sims or university Sims together, and like whether it be for studying or for getting together or, you know, messing around, whatever it is. I feel like this pack has so much potential. I'm not getting too overhyped for it because I feel like I have so many expectations that might not be met, but I'm willing to, of course, give this pack a shot, and hopefully it goes beyond my expectations, but I guess we'll have to wait and see with the trailer and then with future upcoming news on it. So I don't know, I'm really excited to see what we get, because I know this has been a pack that everybody's been wanting. It'll be finally a pack people don't comment on every, you know, post that The Sims makes or on other packs that people are like, I don't want this, I wanted university. So I'm excited to see. Oh, and one last thing. So I noticed that in the past Sims University games, they came with a new life state each one. So Sims 2, they got zombies, and then in The Sims 3, they got plant Sims. Now, do I think we're gonna get any sort of life state? I don't necessarily think so, but it'd be nice to be able to see if they brought back plant Sims but redid them, because I know we've had plant Sims in The Sims 4 from an event, and you could still like cheat and make a plant Sim, but there's not really much to them, if that makes sense. And just as I was editing this, I thought about the whole thing with the degrees that you would be getting, and it'd be cool if we could see our Sims go from bachelor's to master's to even doctorate, and keep on going in education and just getting a higher degree, which would then in turn get them a better job, or at least get them higher up in their career that they're going into. So definitely would love to see something like that. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about the little gift that they showed today. Tomorrow you guys will see a trailer video from me, so because tomorrow the trailer is releasing. And I also wanted to just throw in my wish list of things that I'd like to see in this pack, since I'm not going to be making a whole video on it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I kind of just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys about university, and since this is coming, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in a new video very soon. Bye guys.